Lily Phillips is going on whatever today.
What? So she just gets slut shamed the whole time?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, whatever content they get out of her is going to be so much better than whatever content we got out of her, aside from the actual sex, which was probably better on our end.
This woman has no respect for herself. Da, 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 da. Like it's literally going.
But they're gonna like probably trigger her. But I like, how do you trigger somebody who fucked 100 guys in a day? You can't call her a hoe.
The bitch that was crying because not every dude got to nut. You think they're gonna trigger any? That's what triggered her emotions. Are gonna be like, you left the men unsatisfied.
Yeah.
That's how they'll get. Because like any type of slut shaming, I feel like she's gonna be like, that's what I'm here for. I'm happy with my choices.
Because yeah, like I asked her like, what led up to you doing the 100 guys in a row? She said like, well, I was already a whore. I was already fucking 10 guys in a random night. So what, you know, I realized I could do 100 and it would like, you know, boost my OnlyFans or whatever. So I was just down. How do you argue with that? She saw the game. She understood the game. She played the game better than like anybody has ever played the game, damn near. And she's profiting as a result.
I think it's really weird how people choose to move the goalposts when it comes to shaming sex workers when we're not supposed to do that, right? But like, and then sometimes, oh, she's a filthy whore, and then other times like, oh no, it's all good as sex. I don't like the way people do that.
Okay, but I think shaming sex workers is like, you can't really, like most people don't think that's a bad thing.
Right.
In the sex worker community, we think it's bad, but the average person either thinks that porn stars and sex workers are all the way bad and should be shamed and should be treated like shit, or at the very least treat them like a joke.
I think though I think that for sure was the case, but I think in the post Amber Rose slut walk era, there's been like that consensus is slowly changing over time, and I feel like people are a lot more like able to do that. Teachers got OnlyFans.
You seem like a person that hasn't spent a lot of time on my Twitter feed, because the amount of hatred I see towards me because of my slightly out of the ordinary sexual choices is just like, yes, the world in general. Like if you go to Berkeley, I'm sure there's a lot of anti-sex shaming conversations going on. As far as like in the real world, in terms of like the average 100 follower anonymous Twitter account, I don't know.
Yeah, no. I mean, obviously there's levels of wokeness and lack thereof regarding that, but you know, like I don't know. It's still compared to the way it was back in the day, where like chicks would have a few scenes out, then have to live in shame and hide. You know, I don't think it's as.
It's not as
brutal.
bad, but still, in terms of like dating, if you've done porn, your entire dating life is way different from now on.
Yeah, no, I can see that, but then I mean, it probably opens up a lot of possibilities too, depending on the nature of your porn.
But you know, like, because that's the problem for girls. I know girls who have like 1 million Instagram followers. They make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month from OnlyFans. They live in a state of misery because they know that they can't actually get the guys that they think of as on their level.
Right.
NBA player is not going to fuck with you. He will bang you. He's not going to date you.
Did you ever see that movie Red Rocket that Simon Rex was in?
No.
It's a really, really good movie. Dirt Nasty, Simon Rex. He was it was damn near like won Sundance and like had all these accolades as an indie film, and it's about like a dude who was like a cracking ass porn star. Then he's broken, has to go back to his old town in Texas, and that's kind of like an interesting.
Wow, that does sound interesting.
Yeah, no, you would love the movie, and he killed it. Like it's a really, really dope film. But like, yeah, like I think for the most part, people be like putting extras on it, but I think also it's not that. I don't know. It just doesn't seem that taboo to me. I don't care personally. Like if a girl has that in her past, it's like that doesn't bother me.
I feel you, but even for me, it's definitely something worth considering that you have to think about.
Yeah.
So well, okay, you're kind of like begging me to bring it up. How do you feel about dating a girl who has sex tapes out there, allegedly?
It's like,
can we talk about this? Are you okay with this?
Yeah,
okay,
I mean, like,
there's some people trying to bring it up in the chat. I don't know if you are bothered by that.
Nah, not at all. I mean, like, my girl did a sex tape when she was like arguably right around 18 years old.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's from, I don't want to give out her age, but it's from like many years ago.
You should just say that she was underage so that all the people out there will be convinced that they bought.
Well, the cold part is it was revenge porn. It was just her, like her and her boyfriend at the time.
So
and
she
like,
got destinied.
She got destinied. You feel me? Like,
and that has become her destiny.
It's something that she was like never. And I always like told her like not to care and you shouldn't. But like it's something that she was never like psyched about. She never put it out there. It wasn't anything. Okay. Yeah, like she got put on like her ex on some bitter shit. You feel me? Wow. Lawsuit pending type shit.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
And he put it out like forever ago and there's still a lawsuit pending?
There's certain things I can't really delve into the intricacies of, but yeah, like things were removed multiple times, but that's kind of the way it is with tapes like that. They want
who's their ex-boyfriend for a lawsuit to be pending?
I mean, he's not like anybody famous.
Pitbull.
Like
no,
Pitbull,
but okay, that's the weird thing about it too, is that I don't think that revenge porn became illegal until like after Is Anyone Up? Like maybe 2013.
Yeah, it's right within the statute of limitations.
Really?
Yeah.
And that was like 12 years ago, which I would
Yeah.
think would be kind of a long time for a statute of limitations. I don't know.
Well, I believe for crimes of this nature, it's 15 years.
Let
is
me
the
ask you
statute.
something.
Yeah.
Have you ever beat off to it?
Nah,
Have you watched it?
Oh yeah, I've seen it. You
like
feel me?
in
Like,
recent memory or back when it dropped?
No, like
and when did it drop? Back in the day or like more recently?
No, it dropped back in the day.
Okay.
That's just been out. Like you could I think the original upload date is like 2011 or some shit. Like, but it's old. It's old and not like I seen it, but it's like I'd already messed with her in real life. Why do I need to? You know what I mean? Like I have a lot of homegirls that have done adult work, and sometimes you gotta spin the classic. You spin the block with the classics every once in a while just to appreciate an artist's great work. But
you get in this discussion. Would you date a girl who had done porn?
Yeah.
You'd make her your queen. You'd wife her up.
I went to go wife a bitch up.
She hadn't done enough porn. You're out of here.
I just thought about what I was about to say. It sounds crazy, but I got a video of one of my ex bitches. This before she was my bitch. I bump into a video of her going crazy.
Damn.
So I catch the bitch. I think we in Texas or something. We coming out the club. I see her. I'm like, oh my God. That's the fucking top
throat goat.
Yeah, the throat goat. Like, oh my God.
I've been watching you for years.
What I get up on her. We end up fucking around for like 2 years.
Yeah.